What's up guys, SgtDoomsday here, and earlier this week I got into the closed beta for Blizzard Entertainment's latest title, Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. It is a collectible card game set in the Warcraft universe, and I have been playing the crap out of it because it is so much fun. It's so good, guys. It's so good. So, I figured, why not make a video on it? So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing. So let's go into play mode. I'm going to try to explain things as I go along. Sorry if it's not the best tutorial, but I'm gonna explain things, but this isn't focused on the tutorial part. So I'm gonna show you my Mage Deck first. That's what I've been focusing on. I've also been playing Priest. If I actually go back, it'll show you all the levels of my characters. I tried one game as a Warlock, and I got my butt kicked. So I'm gonna wait a little. I think I might try Warlock next. Try to get him up a little. But I've mainly been playing Mage, and I've been playing some Priest more recently. I'm gonna show you guys my Mage Deck. Also, you probably saw there I have a quest. I'll probably explain that in a bit. But let's find an opponent. Opponent. So this is funny music. Different music each time, which is kind of cool. That wasn't on some of the older videos of this game I've watched, which I've watched a ton of, so I believe that's a recent addition. I'm also hoping you guys can hear me over this music. You should be able to, but you never know. Yeah, looks like it. Alright. So hopefully we'll find someone soon. And game's still in beta, so you may be seeing some FPS issues. And it has these little things, like a little puppy, and all these other hilarious things. Just things like Coffee Addict, and I think Gourd Critic is another one. Alright, so start the game, flips a coin, and yes, I got Tails. So I go second, which I actually prefer. So I'm going to get rid of these cards, and I'm going to keep these cards. So basically how it works is, obviously you take turns, as one might imagine in a card game. And I go second, so I get an extra card. There's also, you'll see once he's finished choosing, I actually got the coin, which I'll explain in a moment. So every turn, you know how like in Magic, which I've barely played at all, you get land cards, and that's, you use different land cards to play different cards and stuff. And he just stole one of my cards. Lovely. You get these, in Hearthstone, you get these mana crystals every turn. And what the coin does, which you get if you go second, is it temporarily gives you an extra mana crystal. And these numbers up here in the blue, I just pointed with my finger. No, these numbers can't. Okay. Yeah, they tell you how much mana it costs. So for now, I'm going to play the Northshire Footman because he has 1 attack, 2 health, and taunt. Now, what taunt does is it basically makes it so other people or your opponent has to attack it. So I'm going to end my turn there. So basically, if he decides to attack me, which he can't at the moment, but if he were to, he would have to get rid of the Goldshear Footman, rather,
you like my invention.
before he can take me out. So you put a Novice Engineer, which, when it's placed, it activates his battle cry and gives him a card. And now it is my turn once again. So I could attack. It wouldn't kill her, but unlike in Magic, which again, I've barely played any, so I could be wrong, but as far as I know in Magic, at the end of your turn, everything heals up to full. It doesn't work that way in Hearthstone. But for now, I'm going to play the Bloodfen Raptor. Very, very nice, very strong card, but that minion does not have taunt, so I can go directly and attack his character. And that's about it, so I'm going to end my turn. Yeah. So this game is a lot of fun. I've played way too much of it, honestly. Just over the past couple days. It is lots of fun. It's currently in closed beta, as I said, so if you can get a key, great. If not,
we must cleanse the sun.
Not so great. But alright, he played the Shattered Sun Cleric, which when you place it, activates his battle cry once again, gives a friendly minion 1 attack and 1 health. He used that to take out my Goldshear Cleric and get rid of that taunt, so now he could go directly for me if he wished. Now, when minions are placed, they're asleep, and they cannot do anything until their next turn unless they have charge, which basically negates that. I'm not going to play Counterspell yet. I don't really... You know what? I'll play Arcane... Or you know what? Actually, what I'll do is I'll play the coin, and I'll get out one of my favorite units, the Sen'jin Shield Master. Just an awesome card. Costs 4 mana, 3 attack, 5 health, and taunt. It's just so good. So I'm going to take out the Shattered Sun Cleric with my Raptor. A little late for that, but okay. Hello. Greetings. We've already been playing for like 5 minutes. Thank you. I'm just right-clicking on my character to do the emotes. And I believe there's a cooldown. You can also right-click on the other person to squelch their emotes. I think it just makes them makes it so they can't do emotes. I don't know why you would do that unless you're just a jerk. Which, I mean, you might be. But, yeah. So,
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
another one. So you can have, I'll probably show you guys my deck in between games. I'm planning on playing 2 games in this video. But in a deck, you can only have 2 of each card outside of the arena, which I'll go into another time. Okay, so that's a fun priest card. But, I think he forgot that it heals all minions. So, thank you.
Thank you.
And, oh, I could play... Now, this mage deck focuses a lot on spell damage and taunt and spells. So I could play... I think I'll play the Ogre Magi, because I have taunt out there. And I will take out the Shattered Sun Cleric. Now, he's probably going to take this guy out next turn. But honestly, that's probably fine, because I have an Arcane Intellect, and I could hopefully get another taunt. I'm trying to remember exactly how many taunt mains I have. I think I have 2 Shield Masters and then 2 other taunts. I think there's like a bear and then a orc dude. My knowledge of cards in this game is superior. So, he took him out. And he can't kill the Ogre Magi this turn. But, unless he has a spell, of course. Okay. So, he's played Power Word Shield, which is a great card. Give him +2 health and draw a card, which is one of my favorite priest cards in my priest deck. So this is actually interesting because I play a priest a lot as well. Oh, Divine Spirit. Love that card. Double minions health. Card is so much fun. So much fun. So, he's kind of doing what I sometimes do with a different minion. But, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun just buffing a guy up and beating the crap out of people. Alright. Ooh. Nightblade, that's a fun card. Battlecry, deal 3 damage to the enemy hero. It's just a very nice card. I enjoy playing it immensely. I could toss... Honestly, that's really the best choice. And I'll deal 4 damage directly to him, and end my turn there. And as you guys have probably figured out, after each turn you gain 1 mana crystal. I don't know if I explained that earlier, but that is in fact the case of things. My words are working great today. So, yeah, basically every turn you gain a mana crystal. There's some druid cards that can give you like extra ones permanently, which I find ridiculous, but I haven't played druid. I've only played against druid a couple times. Voodoo Doctor, another great card. Pretty sure I have 2 of those in this deck. Or I might be thinking of my priest deck. Alright, took out the Ogre Magi, which kind of sucks. I didn't have a chance to use his spell damage buff. I think I might have called spell power earlier. It used to be called spell power, now it's spell damage. It basically makes things like Arcane Explosion, or Arcane Missiles rather, or as well, do extra points of damage. Now I could plop up my Archmage, though he will die. He can very easily die, rather. So I could try to take out the Novice Engineer.
What to do? What to do?
I wish I had Taunt. I really wish I had Taunt. But I don't. So that's kind of annoying.
This one's mine.
I could attack. I could, I'm gonna do. I gotta get rid of something here. You know what?
This one's
I'll get rid of the Voodoo Doctor. Then I'll play my Archmage.
Are you ready for this?
Archmage of the entire frickin' universe. I bet $5 like no one gets that reference. Alright. Let's see what he does. Priest used to be very underpowered, but in the recent patch that happened a few days before I got in, they buffed the Priest a lot. And it's now actually a very powerful, not overpowered, but very powerful class to play. Alright, just healing up that guy. This guy is an awesome card. I don't know why it's not popping out. There we go. Whenever this minion takes damage, gain 3 attack. Oh my goodness. And you do that with stuff like, I forget what it's called, but the card that doubles his health. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that card can be so good. Alright, so now this is where we get to have a little fun. So I'm going to, let's see, oh perfect. Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. That's normally 1, but he stole my counter spell. Oh. Well played.
Well played.
Stole my counter spell, which is a secret. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, counter it. So, but I can still do arcane missiles. So normally that would have arcane missiles would have done. Oh, there we go. That was a beta bug thing. Normally that would have done 3, but instead it did 4. I'm gonna deal 7 damage. I'll do 7 damage directly to him. Because I'm a jerk. And then I'll trade my Archmage for his Gurubashi Berserker. Because I really don't want to take 8 damage. Because 8 damage is not fun to take. Believe it or not, it's just not fun to get punched in the face 8 times. For 8 damages.
Is someone injured?
Northshire Cleric, one of my favorite cards. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. So good. Priest is, from what I've seen anyway, seems to be the best for card draw. I haven't played all the decks, so I could be wrong, but that's my impression anyway. Alright, Voodoo Doctor, very good card. I'm going to toss my Arcane Intellect out there. Ooh, there's my Golden Arcane Intellect, which, gold doesn't mean anything besides cosmetic. It has a cool animation, and they can disenchant for a lot more dust, which I'll talk about in a bit. But, practically, they don't make any difference. So I'm gonna cast this guy, heal myself for 2, and then, let me Frost Nova. And then I'm gonna use my hero power, which is Fire Blast. It just deals 1 damage for 2 mana. The nice thing though is it doesn't use up a card or anything, and you can literally just do that whenever you want. I'm gonna do 1 directly to him. And now we wait. Also, there are fun things you can play around with on the map, like these coconuts. And there's different maps as well. Those things, you can knock this thing out. Alright, he played, a 6/5 with Taunt. Lord of the Arena. That's a brutal card. Brutal card. It's a bit expensive for a taunt creature for my playstyle, but I'm not a big fan of going up against it. And that Novice Engineer is a pain in the butt. I need to get rid of that if I can. So, ooh, deal 4 damage to all enemy minions. Lovely. If I cast that though, I won't be able to cast anything else other than my hero power. But, honestly, I'm okay with that. I'll do my hero power on the taunt guy, and then do a couple extra damage to her, and hopefully I can take her out next turn, or the turn after, just depending. Now, he can very easily heal her up to at least 8, but we'll see what he does.
Behold the might of
Stormwind Champion, that's another really great card. All the cards in this game are very powerful, which is something one of my favorite aspects of the game. Because just everything is a little bit over the top. Yeah, she's gonna punch me in the face. She's just not a nice person. And yeah, oh, he's healing himself. So he's seeing my strategy of going straight for him, because he doesn't seem to have all that much taunt. And a River Crocolisk. Alright, this is a good opening up card, but I might as well toss it out there anyway. Also use my counter spell, my Golden Arcane Intellect, and ooh, Gadgets and Auctioneer. It's a good card. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. It's 5 mana, 4/4. And I'll toss my. Actually, you know what? I'll toss my Fireball out there. And end my turn. I like the little jobs done thing from the. I believe that's originally from Warcraft 3, the human worker dude. But it's also in, I know at least in Northshire. In World of Warcraft, when you play a human and you click on the little dudes walking around collecting wood and stuff. Holy Smite, deal 2 damage, ha ha ha. You can't deal 2 damage to me. Would have liked that to get rid of a more powerful spell, but, you know, it is what it is. So he's gonna go, I think, directly for me. Oh, because he's got that Core Hound. I kind of missed that. I must have been talking over it. I apologize. Core Hound, 9/5 for 7 mana. Such a painful card to play against. If you can't kill it right away, that card is devastating. Because I am dead next turn, by the way. Unless I do something crazy, I'm dead next turn. So, oh, how convenient. I'll play Gadgets and Auctioneer, and Fireball's Core Hound. And I get a card because of the Gadgets and Auctioneer. Awesome card. Love it. And I'll toss my Arcane Missiles out there. Because why not?
Job's done.
Oh, and I get my Murloc Raider. Why not? That's what I usually like to open up with if I get it at the beginning, because it's just turn 1, don't have to coin into it or anything, and it's 2-1. So it means on turn 2, assuming he doesn't take out of it, you just get nice, or take out of it, what? Take it out, and you get 2-1, or 2 damage, and it's just a nice card. So actually, I should probably be letting you guys see what's going on. But I took out his Core Hound, so next turn I'm definitely dead. I don't really see any way I can get out of this. Oh, Mind Blast! No! My least favorite card. Oh, I hate that card so much. Alright, I was defeated. Told you guys I sucked. At least I think I did. Either way, I sucked. So, yeah. So I think, let me show you guys a little bit about the deck stuff, and then I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I might do another video with my Mage Deck, and move on to my Priest. But, let's look at my Mage Deck. So I just want to show you guys how I have my deck set up. Basically, got some Arcane Missiles. I'm not going to, no, I won't go through every card. But I like the Arcane Intellect, for example, because it's a nice card draw. Same reason I got the Gadgets and Auctioneer, wherever he is. But the main thing I like about this deck, or the kind of goal I've tried to, or the way I've tried to set it up rather, is to have lots of taunt, or a good amount of taunt anyway. So Ascension, Shield Master, Silverback, Patriarch, where's the other one? Oh no, he must be in my Priest deck. So I've only got 3 taunt, but honestly, that's enough for the way I play this deck. I also focus a lot on spell power, so I've got, let me see, where are my spell power guys? I've got Cobalt Geomancer, or I keep calling it spell power, it's spell damage. So that's +1 spell damage. Got 2 of those. I've got Ogre Magi, which is, I got 1 of those, and it's another 1 spell damage. My Archmage, 1 spell damage. And I've got lots of spells. So I've got stuff like Arcane Missiles, Arcane Explosion, Frost Nova, Frost Bolt, obviously my Arcane Intellect, Counter Spell. Mirror Entity is another fun secret. When your opponent plays a minion, summon a copy of it. That can be very cool. If you, it's kind of RNG, which means random number generator. It's a little bit random. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it's with how effective it can be, because they might toss out, you know, they might toss out a Murloc Raider when you play that. And it's like, oh, that was a waste of a card. But they also might toss out a Core Hound, you know, or a Legendary, or something crazy. You know, they might toss out a crazy awesome card that you really needed. So that can be very nice. But yeah, that's basically my deck. I got, you know, Fireballs, Flame Strikes, all that fun stuff. But it's very kind of spell power oriented. I got the Nightblade in there just because it's an awesome card. But kind of a very spell power, or spell damage rather, and spell oriented Mage Deck. And yeah, it's my Mage Deck. So I think that about wraps it up for this time. I might do one more game with the Mage Deck and then show you guys my Priest deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, not really a little video, but this video on Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. If you did enjoy it, please thumbs it up and please subscribe. And let me know if you guys want to see more of this, because I am enjoying the hell out of this game. And I thought might as well show you guys a little bit of it. I might do an arena run on video in the future as well. Arena's basically, basically what Arena is it gives you 3 classes, you get to pick one, and then it gives you 3 cards, and you get to pick one, and it gives you the 3 cards, and you get to pick one. It does that 30 times until you have a full deck, and then you play. So it's kind of cool. Might wait a bit on that until I've played more of some of the other classes, but yeah, so I think that's about it for this time, as I said, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.